Paywalls. It'll cost you. It'll always cost you. They them tried to be honest with themselves about their honest frustration in starting all over again, yet again. Yes, they made good progress with the robot voice, but not so much with the arm. They were just getting things to function and learning about the mechanics of making things work. I'm a software person, I'm not a hardware person, they them said, but I'm learning. The neuroplasticity in my mind is helping me to open to my potential to make good things happen for myself. I'm not trying to save the planet or the world. I'm trying to better my planet, my world. But every time I try, it seems, Zoe's got something to say or do about it. I don't even know that it's as conscious as sabotage. It's just the way she rolls. Paywalls. They then was trying to access the instructions for building or rebuilding the robot arm. You see, when Zoe spilled water on the device, she also happened to spill water on all the printed instructions and drawings and plans that they them had for the robot. But they them couldn't think about that too much because of the emotional disabilities. They them had run out of inspiration or desire to seek help, even government mandated help for their emotional support issues. They stopped taking meds and doing the prescribed things that they were supposed to do and simply focused on the robot. All the digital eggs in that one basket. So all they had was robot beta voice. Well, at least they matured the robot child. This robot, they them said, it's going to be my helpmate, and it has to grow up in this timeless time, and that time is now. Lenny reminded they them it was a little weird to have a baby robot they were going to nest with. But without a frame, without a body, without a vision. Once again, things did not make sense, and once again, they them had to do the emotional labor and the physical labor to start all over again and again. Tyrone was a non-factor. It seemed that he was on some kind of self-prescribed something. It's not that Tyrone wasn't talking to they them. It's just that Tyrone was in his own pod, his own world. He'd lost some wind in his sails too once he lost the job with Zoe, and she'd already subsumed his place, renting it out to some other sucker, some other energy sucker. They them offered to help Lenny move into their place, but Lenny wouldn't have it. Rung by rung, day after day, in this timeless time, Lenny moved her things into the smallest room in the space. Wouldn't even take an offer to trade for a bigger room. Simply wanted the abstract protection that she refused to explain. And they then was glad to have her. They didn't talk much either, as Lenny was more focused on the move that she had to do by her own hand and work. So each entity in the pod was taking care of their own tasks. The only interaction that they them had was with robot beta voice. And any imagined programming that they them would do. Lenny did take the time to let they them know that, of course, if Zoe had the funds and Zoe messed up the device in progress in the first place, that she should pay for it, that it was her duty. Lenny had no idea about the relationship or background or temperament that Zoe had, and anticipated that Lenny would find out as soon as they got a chance to talk after all the tasks were done in this timeless time. Paywalls and blocks, barricades and root chakra blockers. Lenny thinks she'll just appeal to Zoe's better nature. Zoe cut out her better nature with a serrated knife years before they them even met her. And they them was sure Zoe liked it, made a display of it. Spartan and lean and soulless. Lighter travel in this world. More accolades and more attention. More showy and less substance. That's the way Zoe liked things. They them would not find that conversation entertaining, but warning other people about narcissists triangulates and does absolutely nothing for any party involved. The guru had once told they them that there is always inspiration in frustration, and they them had done all the mining in all the ways they cared to.